All right, we're going to now do some New York City factory footage and some news and more for people that are trying to run businesses in New York or wherever you are. So this one's going to be a little different this week, but I think it's going to be useful. So, as I mentioned before, we're getting governments, educators, schools, different organizations saying, hey,
Yeah.
we love buying Adafruit stuff. Remember that time we asked about you being lead-free? Well, we got another question this time.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there to make sure the stuff that you're sending us is safe?
Okay.
So all we had to do, because we've been operating safely for the last 80 plus days, is take that and put it in a document and say, here's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
And so I just want to quickly go over what we've been doing, just to give you an idea. And I know it's going to sound like a lot, but it really isn't. It's a habit now. It's a process. It's a protocol. And we're getting feedback from the team members that we're adding on site, staggered, slowly, one at a time. We all get training sessions and all that. And they're saying, I feel safe because I see everyone being safe. And I think that confidence of seeing other people being safe helps you be safe. And that's the thing that we wanted to maintain is like, let's continue to be as safe as possible because that's something that we can control. So some of the things that Adafruit does, we supply everything for all employees. Even if you're remote and you're not coming in, we send out things to you. But if you're on site, of course, you have, before you even walk in the door, gloves, masks, both surgical style and KN95, sanitation stations inside and outside the doors, eye protection if needed, home thermometer so you check before you leave, and then we have no contact thermometers in Adafruit. We also have, of course, fever scanners that do far away. Before people come in, they take their temperature. When they come in, they take their temperature. We did the test to see, the test for the test, how fast can someone walk from Adafruit to get COVID testing or COVID antibody testing? It's 15 minutes and 12 minutes. It's that fast.
Very convenient.
Ladyada and I took the antibody test. We're both negative. I took a secondary one because I had booked before it had opened up for more of New York. And my appointment, my thing came up, so I said, why not do it just to get another level of validation? This is the high accuracy blood test, so negative. I would have loved to get an antibody and donated blood and help people and all that. But right now it just means, and the team that's been on site have been operating safely. They got the antibody test. So far we haven't been exposed. So even in the epicenter of New York, we haven't been exposed. So that just means we have to continue these protocols, not get overconfident. Physical distancing, more than 6 feet, staggered shifts, one employee per time on an elevator, no gatherings or meetings, no shared spaces. How we receive goods, things wait 3 days, we sanitize things. Each night I go in and we do a bleaching of like things like shared restrooms. We believe that's a threat vector to watch out for. Probably not at Adafruit because we have lots of bathrooms and individual stalls. However, get in the habit of it. We think that's a good idea. We do disinfectant fogging. We make sure it's coated well. You also have to crush this thing. It's a fat, it's a lipid. This jerk is not just satisfied with getting a coating on it because it's covered in sugar. That's how it hides in our immune system. We also make sure we wipe it down and squish it. And like I said, so far so good. We will continue to do it. And then, we like to make sure that we have training for everyone. We have top of the hour cleanings. We have all the sanitation and sanitary things that you can do, and then some. Then we compared CDC guidelines. We compared other guidelines. Yes, we're more strict. Yes, we're going above and beyond. Yes, but don't you feel good that you're buying stuff from Adafruit? You know the people that are shipping and making it are safe, and you know your stuff is safe. We think so, too. So that's just, it's on our website. We're publishing these. Ladyada's on the city council. We sent these over. We also share these with other businesses. This is what we're doing. It's working out for us. We're going to continue to do it. We will continue to evolve and adapt. The other thing that we did, just to give folks an idea of how we're helping our community recover, is every area in New York has a business improvement development or district or committee. This is the Hudson bid because we're in Hudson Square. So what we did is we made sure all the local businesses that are in that list know that Adafruit can supply PPE on this city council call that Ladyada was on. I was helping her take notes. A lot of businesses don't know where they can get PPE. They don't know what's real, what's legit. They don't know what good no contact thermometer because it's all spam now. They don't know all these things, and also they're getting ripped off. So what we wanted to do is make sure that any local business around Adafruit, and if you look at the Adafruit area, they're able to get PPE from a trusted source. So as I mentioned before, right now we're supplying some to local businesses. We're supplying some to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. We'll also hit the rest of the Eastern Alliance. There's about 7 altogether that we'll do. And that is what we're doing. So one of the bits of information I passed on to our team before we had our multiple show and tells and videos is, if people are involved in their local communities, there's always a local business listing, and they are the ones who are going to need help. And that's what we heard today from a lot of local businesses. They're like, where do we get it? What do we do? So anyways, that's one of the things. Sharing this information, I've learned that the more you talk about this stuff, the more people know about it, the more they think about it, just the better it is. So like I said, it's working out. Here's some of us factory footage photos. We're still doing stuff. This is one of the times when I didn't see a human except for the phlebotomist who took the blood out. I was in and out in a minute. Here I am near Canal Street. We also got blood in another place. I got a blood test, and then they said, "Oh, we forgot to do the other. We have forgot to do the other thing you asked for." So they did that other one. That's not 3 people. That's actually just both arms. We still go out for walks and stuff. This is Ladyada near a sculpture. This would have looked weird in the past. Now it's completely normal. Things are returning, I think, a little bit more and more each week. You do see a lot of things and a lot of messages. Masks save lives. This is us. We've now managed to get through a lot of the receiving and things that we needed to do on site. This is the machine line. You can see we are operating, we are making, we are building in New York City. We are doing it safe and smart. This is a time lapse that Dano took. There's Vance and Will. Thank you so much for your help. And then another thing, we're working on some of these UV things. This, of course, has the protective plastic over that. So if you were to try to detect the amount of UVC coming out of that, it would be 0 when you take that off. That is when I would do that. But we're working on some UVC things to see how that goes. Here's another little bit of cheer at 7 p.m. You can check this out. This is outside our window. And last but not least, it would not be Adafruit factory footage without a time lapse outside our window. This is the Disney headquarters that they're building. They have not stopped at all. I don't know if they know that there's been a pandemic going on. They are very committed to build. So go, construction, go. And one of the neat things, Dano spotted this. If you look at this, he's like, hey, what's going on over here? Wait, what?
It's like a pool.
Here, what? What's going on over here? Wait.
It's mud.
Yeah, it's a mud pool.
Mud pool. Maybe that's for they need a bunch of water for the cement.
That's where the Baby Yoda pool is. And then we were walking around, we saw this, and New York will roar on. So that's factory footage this week and more.